The Colorado Avalanche in town to take on our struggling Montreal Canadiens. It's time for the Talking Habs pregame show before every Montreal Canadiens hockey game. Previews, lineups, and the Guess the Score contest. Here's your hosts, Rick and Matt. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. All right, so Matt won't be with me. Matt's not going to be on the pregame shows. They're going to be just mine going forward. I think he'll be here for the game tonight. I'm not sure. I didn't speak to him today, but we'll see. So that's why there's only one person here. So how's it going, everybody? So we got the game tonight. Colorado in town to take on our team. We got some news about Brendan Gallagher and Sami Niku have entered the NHL's COVID-19 protocol, which means they will not be in the game tonight. From what I understand, the coach says that they are not exhibiting any symptoms. So I imagine if they do that and can give one or two negative tests, then they'll be allowed back. So, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that's all it is. What else is there? Matthew Perreault is back in the lineup tonight because of that, I imagine. Cole Caulfield has either been sent back to Laval, and I get this impression from a video that I saw today, or just been demoted to the fourth line in the lineup that they gave for tonight's game. He's on the fourth line with Pizzetta and Perreault, I think. So I don't know which one it is. We're going to find out. What else have we got that's new? Well, Caden Gooley was traded, not from the Montreal Canadiens. Caden Gooley traded from, I think he's on the Prince Albert Raiders. If not, I think then it's Everett. But he's traded from the team to the Edmonton Oil Kings. They got 2 players and 3 picks for him. So, pretty big return for one guy. So, when I saw it too, I was like, what? And no, just he's traded in the WHL, so that's not so bad. Okay, so I will have for you a game preview, as I always do. That'll include a bunch of things, stats and stuff for the game, and the lineups for both teams. So we'll do that in a minute. I'm just going to say hi to everybody. Hey, everybody. Daryl Adams. They're saying Roy now wants to be GM for the Habs. Don't think he would be a good fit. No, well, I just put out a video like a little over an hour ago about the potential GM for the Habs. So you can go there and see what I said about Roy. He did that a few days ago, by the way. He threw his hat in the ring. We'll see. Hey, Maritime, how's it going? First off, I just want to say, thank you. Appreciate that. Andy first goal, 3-2 Habs. Awesome. Go Habs, go. Habs Guru, how's it going? Max Gundel. Snakes on a plane. I feel a goal Caulfield coming today. Yeah, well, I don't know from the fourth line. I don't know. And hey, Roger, how's it going? And I got to tell you, I kind of had like this gut feeling Montreal was going to win tonight. And then I remembered that I had seen that Galley and Niku are out and all that. So I don't know. I don't know tonight. Honestly, I don't know. I thought Montreal might have a good game, but with Galley out and Niku not as important, but with Galley out, COVID worries. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I did have a feeling going into the game that Montreal will win tonight. Don't ask me the score. I don't really have an idea. I'm not going to hazard a guess here because it doesn't really matter. All right, let's get to my mob preview. Okay, first off, I do have this one last piece. This is something that was given to all GMs and coaches in the league from the NHL. It's about officiating and complaining. And if you remember, just yesterday or the day before, Rod Brindamore was fined $25,000 for basically blowing up after a call. And this was given to all the teams, the coaches, GMs, in October. I don't remember. I had it. I don't know if it's this. I think it's this October. So before the season started. We have already seen several instances of head coaches making unacceptable public comments critical of officiating and video replay decisions, as well as unprofessional conduct on the bench in response to penalty calls, non-calls, and even icing calls. All general managers and coaches are hereby put on notice that, effective immediately, all such public comments and demeaning displays that are critical of officiating, video replay, and supplemental discipline, specifically and more generally, the league and the game will result in an automatic fine of not less than $25,000. Evil Corp, and it's evil. It's us. I mean, that's just so you can't say anything about. They even gave them. I should have written that one down. They even gave them things they should say instead of complaining, and it's just bloody ridiculous. And I wonder, are they going to come after us, video creators, for telling the league that their refs are full of shit and they suck, which is what they do. And so, anyway, so that's pretty amazing. That's like, not surprised. All right, tonight's game. We got Colorado 11-7-1, 23 points, 6th in the Central, so not having a great season so far, as you might expect. Montreal 6-16-2, 14 points, 7th in the Atlantic. How to watch this game. Start time is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. In Montreal Canadiens region, TSN 2 in English, RDS in French. In the Avalanche region on ALT, streaming legally ESPN Plus, NHL Live, RDS Direct, and TSN Direct, and not so legally on Sport Surge. Betting lines. The spread for Colorado, minus 1.5 gives you a plus 145. For Montreal, plus 1.5 gives you minus 165. The money line for Colorado, minus 165. For Montreal, plus 145. The over-under is 6.5. I think they're expecting Colorado to score a few goals here tonight. So for the over, it's plus 100. For the under, minus 120. Last 10 games for each of these teams, 7-3-0 for Colorado on a one-game losing streak. 3-6-1 for Montreal, also on a one-game losing streak. The tail of the tape. I gave the records already. Scoring chances for percentage, 49.2% for Montreal, 18th. 53.8% for Colorado, 5th. Goals per game, 2.29 for Montreal, 29th. 3.95 for Colorado, 1st. So that's a big difference. Goals against per game, 3.54 for Montreal, 31st. 3.37 for Colorado, 27th. So Colorado giving up some goals. Power play percentage, 12.5% for Montreal. Keeps going down, 30th. 22.1% for Colorado, 9th. That's a good power play. PK percentage, 68.1% for Montreal, 31st. God awful. And 76.5% for Colorado, 26th. Not great. Head-to-head in 2019-20, the last time these teams played each other. 0-1-0 for Montreal, 1-0-0 for Colorado. Face-off percentage, these two teams, Colorado, 47.1%, that's 28th, and Montreal, 48%, that's 24th. So, surprise. And I'm pretty sure that's Colorado. That's got the worst number. Because Montreal's at home, they should be on the right side. Goalies tonight. I have no confirmation, but it's going to be Jake Allen, 5-10-1. 296 goals against and a 902 save percentage with 2 shutouts. On the other side, I don't really know, so I'll give you Kemper. Kemper is 9-5-0, 284 goals against and a 903 save percentage. Players to watch in the last 5 games for Colorado: Kadri, 10 points; Makar, 4 goals; Landeskog, 7 assists; and Mikko Rantanen has a +8. For Montreal, Toffoli, 6 points; Anderson, 3 goals; Drouin, 4 assists; and Toffoli is a +5. The current line on these things, let's see. For Colorado, the away record is 4-5-0. Montreal's home record is 4-7-1. Record versus the spread for Colorado, 9-10-0. Montreal, 9-15-0. Record versus over-under, Colorado 13-4-2. Montreal 13-11. Versus the opponent over the last 3 years, really? They've only played 3 seasons? Oh, I guess that's true because last season they didn't play each other. 1-0-0 for Colorado, 0-1-0 for Montreal. Last 10 games I gave already. Last 10 games versus the spread, 7-3-0 for Colorado, 5-5-0 for Montreal. And last 10 games versus the over-under, 8-1-1 for Colorado, 6-4-0 for Montreal. Team leaders. In goals for Colorado, Rantanen with 10, Anderson with 7 for Montreal. Points, Kadri 29 for Colorado, Suzuki 15 for Montreal. He's been stuck there for a while. Time on ice, average, Makar 24-10, Petrie 23-27, and wins, Darcy Kemper 9 and Jake Allen 5. Bottom 10 teams in the NHL. Lakers, Philadelphia Flyers, not Lakers. Again, I said it. LA, that makes me just think of Lakers. Los Angeles Kings, Rick. Philadelphia Flyers, Buffalo Sabres, Seattle, Vancouver, Chicago, Montreal, because of the horrible play from some other teams. Montreal's moving up. Moving on up. New York Islanders, Arizona, out of the basement, and Ottawa in the basement. So there you go. Habs lineup tonight. Dvorak in between Toffoli and Anderson. Suzuki in between Lehkonen and Evans. Paling in between Drouin and Armia. And Perreault in between Pezzetta and Caulfield. Now, the Caulfield one, I don't know. I know that lineup's been out for like 8 hours, so I don't know if it's changed, and they did drop him down to Laval or not. We're going to find out soon. On defense, Sherratt with Savard, Kulak with Petrie, Romanov with Weidman, and you can see, of course, scratched is Matthias Norlinder, who, why would they play the rookie? I mean, why would they give him some confidence and play him? Well, yeah, he didn't play that bad, but I mean, why would they do that? Jake Allen in net, Montembeault the backup, Paquette also scratched, Hoffman and Edmondson still out, and Gallagher and Niku in COVID protocol. For Colorado, McKinnon in between Landeskog and Rantanen. That line right there is probably going to kill us tonight. Kadri in between Nikushkin and Burakovsky, and Newhook, Alex Newhook. In between Obey Kubel and O'Connor. Tyson Yost in between Megna and Helm. And then you got Taves and Makar paired up, and Byram. I think Byram is out, though. I thought he was anyways. Byram and Gerard, it says there, and Johnson and Johnson. Johnson and Johnson. Wow, that's I didn't know they're getting all their personal hygienic supplies by these two guys. I couldn't think of a good joke for that. Sorry. Eustace Anunin is the goalie, and I've never heard of him before. And they've got also Jonas Johansson as the backup. I've heard of him, but I guess they're having trouble with keeping their goalies healthy, and hence why they're probably in where position they're in as far as in the standings. Okay, let's say hi again to everybody, and let's talk about hockey. Yeah. Let me get back to where I was. Ketchup Dick. By the way, hey, J-Fed and Rich J and Dominic Ducharme back with us today. Should be there coaching. I don't know why he'd be here. With cases going up, I wonder if the NHL will change anything soon. Yeah, it's a good question. And will they go to the Olympics? Caulfield's only playing 1 minute today. Well, if he's in Laval, he's not playing any minutes. But we'll see where. I think he's on the fourth line. Maritime, that's craziness. The coaches have the right to have a voice. It's ridiculous. But the refs can say what they want. Yep. Oh, it's just trying to, silence people. That's all they are. That's what they're about. That's all it is. Moonlight Cyborg, yep. Jeff Gordon will be holding a press conference tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I imagine that it'll be on the radio on TSN 690 here locally. Andre, how's it going? Ducharme, well, yeah, you BGM and coach of the ECHL club. How's that? Gregory Charles for GM. Nope. Hey, Zachary, how you doing? Oh, all the best to your dog. Dislocated hip should be okay. But yeah, I know what it's like. I know it. Whenever you just feel. Yeah, if I had that happening to Ray, I'd be the same way. But it should be okay. And all my best to the dog. Thoughts will be with you. Kemper is injured? Okay, well, there you go. That's what I wasn't sure. He's always injured. So Anunin. Yeah, I didn't have the names there, so I figured if Kemper was up there, I'd give him. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know. My lineups show Anunin starting, so we'll see. Hey, Quinn, how's it going, man? Yeah, you know what, Quinn? I think you're right. If it really was the Lakers, they'd still be ahead of Montreal. Can you 3-point a puck? I don't know. Sportsnet has Johansson confirmed. Okay, so it's Johansson. Yeah, Kemper gets hurt often, so. Yeah, Ducharme, do that so that we're trying to get a good draft pick. So just keep doing what you're doing. See how long you last. Savard on the first line of defense. Yeah, that's the right answer for Ducharme to make. Come on, you expect something different? Is the rookie goalie playing his first game ever? Which rookie goalie? Oh, there's. Oh no, apparently not. Or maybe he is. I don't know. So Johansson is supposed to be starting for them. Kemper was hurt in the morning skate. There you go. Hey, Julie. The Leafs beat them. Yeah. Like I give it, I can't bear it anymore. I don't see too often what the Leafs are doing anymore. They can go F themselves. The Avalanche goalie, they're both Finnish and they're young. Yeah, he's Finnish. The one starting tonight, Johansson. The other one, Anunin, sounds Finnish as well. Yeah, I mean, hopes aren't high. Well, considering what's going on here in Montreal, I kind of expect they're going to come out and spank us tonight. Yes, I had a feeling like, maybe if Gallagher, if like the COVID protocol thing wasn't a thing tonight, I kind of had a feeling Montreal would surprise them, but I don't know. Yeah, Moonlight Cyborg, I agree with that. Like when I heard about Caulfield, so I wrote before I realized he was actually listed on the fourth line. I wrote that Caulfield said back to Laval. Good news, because I think that's the best thing for him, but he's just on the fourth line. Looks like. But I've said it before. I think it's the best thing right now for him. Yeah, JFed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I really don't get why people see in this situation that Patrick Roy would be actually a good fit for the GM. I mean, I know he says he's going to work. He'd work with Gordon as a pair. It's not a problem. Blah blah blah. I don't really believe it. Rich J, yeah, I know. They lost to the Leafs, I know. Gooley traded for 2 players and draft picks, but not by Montreal, by the WHL team. Savard-Sherratt duo is back. They're back. I'm prepared for a 10-goal win for Colorado. Yeah, nothing would surprise me at this point, my friends. A lot of money came in on Montreal tonight on the betting front. The Avalanche were massive favorites. I guess people don't like them being massive favorites considering last night and their goalie. I have no idea what those numbers meant in the betting. Don't know. So, okay. Matthews walks into every game with his purse on, and then the playoffs start. I don't get that. I'm not sure what that means. Rami needs to lay some bodies. Nah, his girlfriend does not want him doing. Oh, no, you mean something else. I'm sorry. You would still bet Avs minus 1.5? Yeah, I don't. You can talk about betting all you want. I don't understand the numbers. Never have, never will. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to expect from tonight. Honestly, I mean, I don't know. I would think that we're going to get our asses kicked tonight. More than likely. I mean, listen, if Allen stands on his head, which he's capable of doing, Allen could steal the game. We'll see. Yeah, Matt Outdoor, yeah, we know that. Gali and Niku. Avs win by at least 2 goals tonight. Bet on it. Rad Serrano says that. Well, it looks like it. I mean, yeah, I'm not a betting person, so I won't be betting on it, but you guys can. That's why I put out the betting lines. If you are of mind to bet. Renault thinks Avs will crack Allen early. Because I don't. Renault, you're not a Habs fan. Come on. You're like Zachary there. Zachary's a Leafs fan, but at least he admits it. His squirt and pink flip-flops, his skirt, are in that purse. Talk about Matthews. I don't think I'm going to shame somebody that way anymore because, basically you're saying gay people are not as good as other people by making fun of him that he's gay. So, I don't think I want to do that. Allen is probably going to face another 50 shots since our defense is full of those. Yeah, well, that's King Julian. Yeah, you're probably right there. Any more news on the Habs? Nope. Gave everything I had. Hey, filibuster. Sham me? What do you mean sham me? Not sure what you mean. Yeah, and I gave all my Habs news that I found today. Let's see if they make some news on the ice. If they could win the game tonight, would make news. That's for sure. We're supposed to remind everybody. I'll remind everybody tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Jeff Gordon, our new executive VP of Hockey Operations, will be making his first press conference appearance. Yeah. Renault, you're right, but I mean, traditionally, I don't think Romy played much on the power play. Whatever, but you listen, what Ducharme's doing right now, like I'm paying attention, but he's not going to be here long enough to do a lot of damage, and he doesn't. I don't agree with a lot of his moves. That's for sure. And listen, it's going to be a year of a lot of complaints, and we're not going to be happy with the lineup and all that. But I mean, it's to the good if we get a good draft pick. So, not going to complain about it. At least I'm going to try not to. King Julian, yeah, I do believe it. He's in town, and he definitely will be at the game tonight for sure. He knows what he got himself into. I don't think that's a problem. In the last 20 years, really, Plekanec's the only one drafted Habs player with 70 points. Yep, they got to do better. You see what you guys are doing here, and we're all guilty of this. Put Caulfield on the first power play. Drew on the first line won't help us. Switch Caulfield, Drew. What are you trying to do? You think you're gonna win? You think we're gonna win and get to the playoffs? So what are we complaining at? We're complaining. We want to get that. Got to get those picks. Man, this coach, he's gonna make the team so bad they're gonna get that pick. Is that a complaint, really? Like, I don't get it. They're gonna be bad. He's a bad coach. We're not gonna like the lineup. Why are we trying to improve it if we want to lose and tank? And everybody keeps saying tank, 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 but you want a lineup out there that's going to beat everybody. How does that work? I don't get it. So I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not. I want them to lose a lot of games. Yeah. Not every game, but a lot of them because I want that pick. As good a pick as we can get. So I just don't get this. Like, which way do you want it? You can't have it both ways. Can't. They can't be good and beat everybody, yet they finish in the bottom of the league. It don't work that way. There's my rant. There, Moonlight Cyborg's got the one complaint we really should have with Ducharme. Play the rookies properly. That's what I think. Caulfield should be a top 6 guy. If you're not playing him in the top 6, put him in Laval. He shouldn't be here to play bottom 6 minutes. It just shouldn't. So things like that, those are where the complaints should be. But man, you really think we're going to win all these games and we're going to magically become a wild card team or something, or not? Yeah, King Julian, I think Madden, I think there's 3 good candidates or 3 serious candidates. Madden's definitely one of them. King Julian, that's kind of a good point too, because I think you're right there. In Laval, the coach there isn't really great either, in my opinion. So maybe that's the reason why they're not putting him down. I guess I could understand that. Like, what's the difference where he is? They're not playing him right. But he was producing in Laval. I think that's more important for him, really, is to at least have success on the ice. So. Right, but Renault, but you know what? I that's okay. I understand what you're saying, but if you were one to ever complain ever about Habs draft picks, and then you say that, then you what? Like I don't get it. So what's the difference about draft picks then, right? Who cares about our draft picks? We'll just go out and trade for prospects that are pro ready because you just have to say to a team, listen, I want your pro prospects that are ready. I'm just, I don't know. You guys sometimes, I don't know. Not all you guys. I'm not saying that. Just some of you. I'm in a mood. I'm sorry. I'm in a lot of pain, so bear with me. Yeah, picks take, 3 to 5 years, and if they're rebuilding, well, that's the timeline. If they're doing a rebuild, it's 3 to 5 years. Jeff Gordon signed for 5 years. Jeff Gordon, in my opinion, is signed here to do a rebuild. We'll find out tomorrow what he says. Renault, but okay, it was a good trade. How many of those trades do you think, he's going to come up with? I mean, we fleeced them. Yes, you're not going to do that every time. Yeah, King Julian, it would, but we don't have to worry about it. Anyway, I don't know. I guess I'm complaining today. I'm just complaining today. Dixon, there's some good prospects in the pipeline. You make good picks again this year, and it just keeps that flow going. So it was just said 5 years for them to pay off, but we already got guys that are about to pay off. So there's going to be a bit of a flow there. I don't know. I think I'm going to be doing a video on who I think they should move in all this. Yeah, I'd see Moonlight Cyborg. I disagree with that. If it's a full rebuild, I keep Gallagher. You're not going to get what you want for him on the market. And he's got great leadership here. Yeah, I think you keep him here as your captain. No, I see King Julian. I think they keep Gallagher, and it's going to be Galley. Galley for Milan Lucic. Oh, God. Yeah, I really don't think Renault's serious when he says things. He's just trying to get a rise out of me. Dixon, yeah, a retool is 2 or 3 years. A rebuild's 3 to 5. I mean, I guess you could do another retool. It didn't work last time. It'd be a different guy doing it, okay? But I just have this feeling it's going to be a rebuild. Yeah, Eric, that's what I kind of been saying. Hey, NHL Hockey News, been a while. How's it going? Well, Moonlight Cyborg, I don't know if that's a tough decision for him. He just signed what, a 6-year deal, 7-year, 8-year. I don't know how many years it was. He don't have a lot of choice, right? He signed here, big money, long term. Unfortunately for him, I mean that's how it goes sometimes. Oh, well, NHL Hockey News. I just did a video. I just put out a video about it, so I gotta suggest you watch that. Otherwise, I don't know how many people here. I'll give it away, and then nobody will go watch the video. So yeah, I just put it out at it was about 4:45 this afternoon. So I don't get I give 3 guys that I think it'll be between, which we all pretty much know who it is. But I talk about them a little bit. I give you their qualifications that I can find and whatever. And 10 possible GM candidates. You're learning to accept Ducharme? Got no choice. He's not going anywhere. Not this year. I really don't think so. NHL Hockey News. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, the team, there's no chemistry, it seems like, on any lines on this team. So, yeah. I still think he stays. Well, Eric, yeah, you're not going to get, I don't think you're going to get bang for your buck with trading Gallagher at this point. Lemonhead, I disagree with you. Petrie will get picked up. Why you think that he's finished and he's never going to play good again? I don't see that. So no, and I don't think he stays. I think you have to, if you're doing the rebuild thing, you have to get rid of everybody who is over 30. Anybody who's 30 starting next year, they got to be gone. That's how a rebuild's done. You got to get rid of as many as you can. Kadri on pace for 125 points until he gets suspended. If you think Lucic would come here, if you think we want to see Lucic soil a Habs uniform ever, are you nuts? Lucic, you're talking about, should be in Montreal. Who's with me on that? Or who wants to see Lucic here? I wouldn't. Not for, I don't care if it's for one game only, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, I disagree with Anderson. Anderson's not going anywhere. He's on a long-term deal. No, I keep Anderson. I'm going to be doing a video on that. Yeah, Toffoli, Dixon, Toffoli, he's got 2 years left. Good contract. Yeah, he's good. He's tradable. And if you're rebuilding, you're not keeping him. He's going to be 30 next year, so that's another thing. Yeah, Roger, Price, what you're probably going to have to, you're going to probably have to retain a lot of Price's salary to move him. But, does he want to be here through a 3 to 5 year rebuild when that's about how many years he's got left that it should be good? Like, I think he's going to want to go. You move whoever you can, get what you can, get the best offers you can. I mean, yeah, not give them away. Some guys, there's some guys. I mean, just let them walk. But yeah, you're gonna. I mean, that's what a rebuild is. You don't hang on to guys just because you like them. Yeah, Harry, I'm not 100% sure that they don't at this point. Now that this is happening with what's going on here now, yeah, I think Gorton asks him to waive. Savard and Price are untradeable. Yeah, Savard, I pretty much, I'd give him away. Anybody wants to take him, I'll give an extra draft pick to get rid of him, if you ask me right now. Yeah, Oreo guy. They won't give us Draisaitl, but we could pick up a guy like Holloway. They trade back Koskinen, so we have a goalie and a draft pick. And, you move Price. I could see that happening. Renault, where do you get your fucking takes from, my friend? Man. Price was begging for Seattle to take him, and they passed hard. Where in the freaking hell do you get that from? Wow. I mean, I covered this shit. How do you say that? Wow. I don't understand. Well, you're just trying to be like, I guess you want to be sensational. Do you really believe this stuff that you put out here? I don't know. Yeah, Harry, that's why I say you got to retain half. You're allowed to retain half of a salary contract. You got to retain half of Price's contract, probably. Yeah, but Roger, you put him on waivers, then all you do is, he clears. Who's gonna really? Someone's gonna take it? I doubt it, right? And you got to put him in Laval or keep him up here. It doesn't really accomplish much. Wait, Dixon, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Price's retaining Price's contract. I'm not sure what you're talking about. That's a good idea, Oreo guy. Give him back to Tampa for a first. Rich J, we're not winning a cup in the next 5 years if they rebuild. I mean, come on. So, do we really need Price here? No. Give the guy a chance to win a cup by sending him somewhere where he has a chance. Petty, yeah, I mean that's a good rumor. I think that's a possibility. I don't know that it's going to happen. It didn't happen, and I don't know if it is going to happen yet. Get Arizona to retain half of what? Eric, that I agree with. That's different than saying what Renault said, that he was practically begging Seattle to take him. How do you figure that? I don't know how. I still don't understand that statement. Yeah, Colorado, you'd think with the goalie situation, they'd be interested. Yeah, Harry, I doubt that. I don't think any team would really take Price without you retaining something. Yeah, Petty, our real problem is there's going to be a rebuild. So it's going to be a big overhaul here. And yeah, goal scoring is a big problem. I didn't know. I guess you must be a friend of Price. You must have an insider. I guess. I don't know. You seem pretty sure of saying things like that. I don't get it, but hey. Status report, Jim. I don't know. I don't know. It's getting to me today. I guess it's just getting me today. Anyway, I'm about 5 minutes over, so I got to go feed my dog, and I'll be back in 15 minutes on the next show. Thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate it. If I pissed anybody off or I made you mad because I said I'm sorry for being snarky today, so Don't take it for anything more than that. And I'll see you in about 15 minutes. So thanks for being here. Stay safe till I see you next. And peace out, everybody. See you in a bit. Bye. Sorry, guys, that just arrived. I got to go.